Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this course of research methodology. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Abhinandan Gupta. I have completed my PhD in Civil and Sustainable Engineering. I have done my Masters in Structural Engineering and Advanced Construction Management and my MBA in Project Management. First of all, let me congratulate you all for selecting this wonderful topic of research methodology. What we will be learning in this particular course is right from the starting of the process of the research. What do you mean by the research? How we assume the various parts of the research? How can we divide our research work, in which category it falls? How to develop your research work depending upon the method? Then we will discuss about how observations can be made and how can you convert your observations, your data into the form, presentable form. And the last we will discuss about how can you share your research work, your writing work, your report writing work in the best possible way with others. So we will start with this topic with a very basic question, that is, what do you mean by research? So now to start with this part, we will move ahead in the form of presentation as well as the explanation. And I want you all to be in the two-way communication mode so that together we can share our experiences and can learn in the most efficient way. So now we will switch to the presentation form and we will discuss one by one each and every portion. So over here we will discuss with the part that is related to the research now. So what is research? It is a very systematic step-by-step process following the logical processing for finding out the reasons. It is for the seek to find out the explanation of unexplained phenomenon, to clarify the doubtful fact and to correct the misconceived facts. It is a purposive investigation. What all this means is that you want to do research work for finding out the solution of some particular question, or maybe you're part of curiosity. When you want to do the research work, you need to do in a very systematic way. You should focus on what you want to do. You try to explore the things which are not yet found. Thus, it is a purposive investigation. So when we take out the gist, we can say that the research is a systematic, controlled, empirical and critical investigation of hypothetical propositions about the presumed relation among natural phenomena. Now the question should come to the mind that why should we do the research work? So we can do the research work, maybe the part of curiosity. You saw something and now you are having the curiosity to find out the reason that why it happened. Maybe for solving some problem. It can be for the interest of stakeholders. It means that you are working in some organizations. There are various people related to that organization and now you want to find out some research development part that is related to your job or your own business, for the better quality, for developing or upgradation of the product, for the incentives when you are in the work, where you are in the organization, you work somewhere, and when they are moving ahead for the quality education mode, quality teaching, quality education, at that time you are in need of such research work, for gaining the knowledge. That is the most purest part of your research. Apart from all the reason, the research work is done to gain the knowledge which can prove beneficiary to yourself and to others. So the process of research we will discuss now. So the research process is consisting of problem consideration. You consider what you want to do. You start doing the experiment to achieve the reasons and the results. Whatever the output you get, you communicate with the others in the form of report, in the form of research papers. You apply this knowledge for the sake of others. You ask with the companies and you try to find that whether your research work can be utilized by some organizations, either private or public, for the benefit. You try to find out the usefulness, you try to refund, you try to generate the funds from your research work, and again you try to seek the amount of the for the research for the development process. So from this it is very clear that research does not stop, it is a continuous process. Now how can you do the research work? Research work can be done in the two part. We say arbitrary research and scientific method. Arbitrary research is also called as unscientific method. Now arbitrary means something which is being assumed, which can be made out. So arbitrary research is based on the imagination, it is based on the opinion, it is based on the blind belief or impression. It is subjective and finding may vary from person to person. When it is based on the opinion, of course it may vary from person to person. And when the things vary from person to person, it is not uniformly accepted. And thus we say that the arbitrary method or the unscientific method is inaccurate. For example, initially it was seen that the sun is moving around the earth from east direction to the west direction, and then the common generalized formula, common generalized fact was taken out on the basis of this assumption that sun moves around the earth. The another method is scientific method. In scientific method, we do the research work on the basis of fact. Of course, when you want to do on the basis of fact, you need to do a particular work or the task. So we set out the objective for it. We try to come to the conclusion on the basis of facts, and thus it is a logical process. Whatever the solution or the output you are getting on the basis of fact, it is universally accepted because it is a truth. And thus it does not differ from person to person. There are various theories like Newton's law, continental drift theory, theory of relativity, etc. Now basis of research. Basis of research means research should consist of, it should be based on empirical evidence, it should be based on the fact, it should use the relevant concepts that is related to your project work, it should be verifiable. It means that whatever research work you are doing, any other person should be able to verify it. It should be generalization. It means that from the huge amount of the data, you can come to the common conclusion, you can draw the general concepts. It should be ethical neutral, which means that the research work is neither good nor bad. Again, I repeat, the research output conclusion is neither good nor bad. It is only statement. It means that you have assumed something, that the end of the research you will be able to find this. But if you are not getting that particular solution at the end, it does not mean that your project work or the research work is bad. It means that by considering particular factors, by considering that particular values, if you try to evaluate, it does not support the answer. Means conclusion is always positive. It always gives the output in the form what should be done to achieve and what should not be done to achieve. It is a logical reasoning process. It means that for everything you should have a particular logic or a fact behind it to prove that the work is on the basis of facts. Now, how can you recognize that it is a particular research work? You can recognize a particular research work when you see a particular work is systematic, it is being done for the purpose of investigation, when you see that it is a descriptive in nature, or the purpose of the research work is to interpret or explain something. It is objective based task as your aim is decided. Thus, to achieve your aim, we set out the objectives. It is based on the facts and it is empirical evidence based oriented. It is a continuous development process that we have already discussed. It also serves as a contrary or criticism base. So now many of the times research work is done for the upgradation of the knowledge or for finding out the solution of something. But you can also do your research work to prove against something. That means the criticism or contrary basis. Now there are 6 keywords that will help you what you want to do and how you can do it. That is called as the purpose of research. 6 keywords are: what you want to do, where it happened, where I should do it, when it happened, when we can do the particular problem, how it happened, and how can I achieve my solution. Why this happened, why I should take this problem under, why should I do my research work, and the last is who is responsible for that particular thing or who will be included in your research work, who will get the benefit from your research work. So the answers for these all questions set out the base for your research work. So the purpose of the research is the part of curiosity. It might be to discover something which is not being achieved. It is for establishing the general laws. It can be for establishing the interrelationship between the variables. Say for example, interrelationship between the speed and distance. It is for developing new analysis tool. It can be for the finding out the solution of economical problem, for the health problem. It can be for the development of human organizations, or it can be for the global problems. It is for self and other upgradation, of course. It is for the development process. And last, it is for the national development. So in the next lecture, we will discuss about the type of research. We will stop over here. In this particular session, we have learned about the basic of the research, meaning of the research, the basic 2 types of research, that is arbitrary and scientific method. We have discussed the characteristics of research. We have discussed the reason why we should do the research. We have discussed how to plot your research work and the purpose of research. So we will stop over here. Thank you.